Good evening, you're listening to Red Pill 78. I am the Corruption Detector, and this is your weekend news brief for Sunday, January 13th, late day edition. First of all, here we have a story from the Gateway Pundit. Breaking corrupt Obama deep state applied for more than one FISA warrant to spy on Trump team, including newly uncovered bogus Dragon FISA. What the heck is a Dragon FISA? Well, it says here the corrupt FBI apparently applied for more than one FISA warrant to spy on the Trump campaign. We now know from the transcripts of former and corrupt FBI attorney Lisa Page's testimony in front of Congress that one of these requests was referred to as the Dragon FISA. We also know that they thought it was a joke. According to Jeff Carlson at the Epoch Times, the transcripts from former FBI attorney Lisa Page's testimony in front of Congress refer to a separate FISA warrant the FBI requested related to the Trump-Russia witch hunt. This request was referred to as the Dragon FISA, which was discussed at some point in the corrupt FBI agent's testimony. This discussion quickly led into another area, an October 18, 2016 email from Strzok containing the subject line regarding Dragon FISA. Page quickly noted that she could not discuss the matter in an unclassified setting, but would be able to discuss the matter with congressional investigators in a classified setting. The Dragon FISA was referenced in an article by John Solomon in The Hill. In one email exchange with the subject line Crossfire FISA, Strzok and Lisa Page discussed talking points to get then FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe to persuade a high-ranking DOJ official to sign off on the warrant. Crossfire Hurricane was one of the code names for 4 separate investigations the FBI conducted related to Russia matters in the 2016 election. At a minimum, that keeps the hurry the F up pressure on him, Strzok emailed Page on October 14, 2016, less than 4 weeks before Election Day. 4 days later, the same team was emailing about rushing to get approval for another FISA warrant for another Russia-related investigation codenamed Dragon. At this point, the potential subject of the Dragon FISA remains unknown. In her testimony, the corrupt former FBI attorney Lisa Page appeared to be very dishonest in most of her replies. This is especially the case when she refers to the campaign to spy on the Trump campaign or the FBI's actions related to Hillary's emails. But regardless, we now know that there was another FISA warrant that was referred to as the Dragon FISA. Per a review of the text messages by corrupt lovers Lisa Page and Peter Strzok, both of whom were also on the Mueller witch hunt at around the same time, we also may have an indication that the Dragon FISA was something they could not believe they were even putting together. In one series of texts, it's likely that they were referring to the Dragon FISA or something related. Strzok: so you come up with a code name? Redacted. Page: redacted. Ooh, I like it. Want me to send to redacted? If you want. Why latitude, other than it sounds badass and you came up with it? Trying to think of something loosely military without being obvious. Strzok: redacted. Huge, though we may save that for the man if we ever open on him. Oh my God, I cannot believe we are seriously looking at these allegations and the pervasive connections. Wow. Huge, Peter Strzok says. August 10th, 2016 is only 10 days after Crossfire Hurricane was reportedly started. August 10th, 2016 is only 10 days after Crossfire Hurricane reportedly started. Because the texts are referring to a code name that has been redacted by the corrupt FBI and that the individuals related to the discussion are also redacted, there is a decent probability that the discussion is related to the newly uncovered Dragon FISA, since this is something that was covered up to this date. The fact that the FBI crooks couldn't believe that they were seriously looking at allegations related to the witch hunt shows that they were bold in their actions. The fact that we are finally uncovering the Dragon FISA shows that there is much left to be uncovered, and these crooks and former employees in the FBI can't be locked up soon enough, although the hope of any justice being handed out to any of these crooks appears to dissipate by the day. Thank you, Joe Hoft, in a special guest column for his brother, Jim Hoft. Well, what do you guys think? What is the Dragon FISA? My interest is seriously piqued. I wonder if it's like a Game of Thrones reference. Is Khaleesi one of the redacted words in here? Want me to send it to Khaleesi? Oh, God. That'll only make sense if you watch Game of Thrones. But it's a good show. I highly recommend it. Not a sponsored plug. Not a sponsored plug. All right. Well, I'm going to go do some more research about this Dragon FISA and see what else I can dig up. See you guys in a minute. This is a continuation of the Lisa Page testimony that we read on Friday night in the live stream. But here it begins. Page testified that as soon as they received the Steele dossier in September, they set about trying to prove or disprove every single factual statement in the dossier. Page noted that to the best of my knowledge, we were never able to disprove any statement in it. Well, they were never able to prove any statement either. This seems somewhat odd given that Comey told congressional investigators that the Steele dossier still wasn't verified as of May 2017. Additionally, her assertion doesn't appear to address the generally debunked claim that Cohen was in Prague. In response to Page's comments, clarification was requested. An unidentified representative asks, Ms. Page, are you talking about the Woods file? Page responds, I'm not talking about the Woods file. I'm talking about a separate effort that was undertaken in order to try to verify for investigative purposes, not for purposes of the FISA, but a separate effort undertaken to try to validate the allegations contained within the Steele reporting. It quickly became apparent that this document hasn't been seen by congressional investigators. One representative who noted he has seen the Woods file was clearly unaware of this file's existence. This discussion quickly led into another area. An October 18, 2016 email from Strzok containing the subject line regarding Dragon FISA. Page quickly noted that she couldn't discuss the matter in an unclassified setting, but would be able to discuss the matter with congressional investigators in a classified one. The Dragon FISA was referenced in an article by John Solomon in The Hill. In one email exchange with the subject line Crossfire FISA, Strzok and Lisa Page discussed talking points to then get FBI Director Andrew McCabe to persuade a high-ranking DOJ official to sign off on the warrant. Crossfire Hurricane was one of the code names for 4 separate investigations the FBI conducted related to Russia matters in the 2016 election. All right, so it doesn't say anything other than what we already know, other than at this point the potential subject of the Dragon FISA remains unknown. Let's take a look at the John Solomon article. This is from July of last year. Multiple reviews of whether FBI agents' political bias affected the Russia-Trump collusion case remains in their infancy, but investigators already have unearthed troubling internal communications long withheld from public view. We definitely know about this. This is reporting on the Page Strzok texts. 4 days later, the same team was emailing about rushing to get approval for another FISA warrant for another Russia-related investigation codenamed Dragon. Still an expedite, one of the emails beckoned as the FBI tried to meet requirements of a process known as a Woods review before a FISA warrant can be approved by the courts. Any idea what time he can have it woodsed by? Strzok asked Page. I know it's not going to matter because DOJ is going to take the time DOJ wants to take. I just don't want this waiting on us at all. Until all the interviews are completed by Congress and DOJ's Inspector General letter later this year, we won't know why counterintelligence agents who normally take a methodical approach to investigation felt so much pressure days before the election on this case. Well, I can tell you right now, it's because they wanted to do anything they could to make sure Donald Trump wouldn't be elected. Patently obvious at this point. I am recalling now the video I made this morning where President Trump stated that this investigation and the subsequent investigation of the investigation has revealed much corruption. Okay, lots of people are entangled in this, and there are many, many more people who will be brought down. Now, I know that's going to happen. I have all the confidence in the world. I know that Donald Trump needs for this to happen so that his name can be fully exonerated. But he's a smart man, and he is allowing for it to take place over a length of time. The longer that this takes place, the more people wake up. Every single day, there are more and more people contacting me. There are more and more people showing up in the truth sphere. These events are bringing everyone out of their slumber, all right? And so you can say that stuff isn't happening all day long, but take a look around you. Talk to your family members who didn't believe you before. Talk to your friends who thought you were crazy before. This is real, all right? And we are witnessing a great awakening. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I am Red Pill 78, the corruption detector, and this was your Red Pill News Brief. Good luck, everyone, and God bless.